Good, oh my gosh, morning. Don't let the pyjamas fool you. I have been up since 5:30, actually I've been up since 5. Went to the gym at 6:15 till 7. We got a 45-minute push workout in. It was delicious. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to go. I'll get to that in a minute, but it is now 8 o'clock and I'm ready for a break. I'm in a stage of life, the past maybe like, I don't know, probably on and off the past like 6 months, but definitely the past like 3 or 4 months, Blake has slept through the night. Definitely since the start of the year anyway. She goes to bed, she doesn't go to bed early, she goes to bed about 9, but that means she then sleeps till about 7, till half 7, and it's perfect, perfect. But this morning she woke up at 5 and I could see her on her camera. She wasn't crying or anything, she just like woke up, stood up, but she obviously banged the side of the cot, which made me hear her, and then she was just like standing in her cot and having a wee wander around as if, am I supposed to be up yet or not? And then she was lying in her bed and I could see her just kind of rolling around, flopping around and trying to decide, am I going back to sleep or not? My alarm was set to go off at 5:30. See that half-hour difference? It makes all the difference in the world. And I also struggled to get to sleep last night. We had to change our bed, long story short, this is irrelevant. We changed our bedding last night, like the other one's in the washing, and this other one we have, the material I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, I feel like you're really aware of it. It's more of like a, it doesn't feel like bedding, it feels like clothing. I don't know how else to describe that, but it's not like the most, it's not uncomfortable, but you're just aware of it, if that makes sense. So I was still looking at the clock at midnight last night. I was like, why? I went to bed at 10:30 and I'm sitting there like, why can I not get to sleep? And then Adam was like, I can't get to sleep either, will we just talk? And I'm like, no, I'm up at 5:30 in the morning. We're not gonna just sit and talk, I need to go to sleep. So I had about 5 hours sleep and I honestly was just not feeling it this morning. But see, the thought of now going to the gym after a full day's work and after a full day of looking after a toddler, I was like, no, we're just going to get up and we're just going to go. And now I can't even hold the camera up properly because my shoulders are done in. So I'm going to do a what I eat in a day, because I have zhuzhed up my breakfast recipes. I've eaten the same porridge breakfast recipe honestly for about 8 years. I would say I have it at least 5 times a week, if not every day of the week. I take a random notion every now and then for like pancakes or something, but the majority I have this, I'm so pale, I have this same porridge. Also, in my last video I asked if my fake tan looked green, right? It was green on my body, and then see when I washed it off, like this is the remnants, this was like a week ago. It came out the nicest colour, so it's Cocoa and Eve, and I don't normally use Cocoa and Eve, but it's the only one I had. Put it on, bright green, literal Hulk, thought this is going to need to get washed off immediately. Left it on anyway because it's all I had, and then it washed off glorious. But there's a really high discrepancy between that and my face. So I'm going to make breakfast. Protein iced coffee, and we're using up the breakfast recipe that is a cocoa, cacao, chocolate oats. I normally just do like Biscoff and chia seeds, but I've now added a stewed cinnamon apple. 10 out of 10 plus 10 plus a million, because this is the new, look at it. Look at it. The new breakfast obsession has landed. Oh my God. I'm calling this, what am I going to call this? It's not really getting back on track. It's more of a next phase of just life. My routine has been spot on lately. Like, as soon as we came back from America, obviously there was like jet lag and there was just the holiday blues. All the blues, and getting back into routine and all the rest of it. And honestly, right now, I must say, I am at like a sweet spot with the routine, and I do want to try and like share it across this week with you, because there's a few things. So I'm not a meal prepper, right? Meal prepping is just, I wonder if I can sit you here. It's gonna have to do, I think. I'm not a meal prepper, right? I'm not someone that wants to prep meals. However, I did start doing it for like a couple of days in a row, so like 3 days in a row, just to have a couple of things ready, and more so because of Blake as well. Like she pretty much eats whatever I make. So we are going to meal prep today, and I'm going to do the pancake bowls. So protein pancakes are the easiest way to just hit protein, right? They're packed with protein, and they actually hold up really well whether you make them in like pancake form or whether you bake them in the oven. I'm going to bake them in the oven because for some reason Blake likes this better. I don't know if she thinks it's a cake or something, but I bake them in the oven, so it literally takes like 5-10 minutes to throw it together, right? You make the batter, divide it into 3 dishes, whack it in the oven with whatever like mix-ins you want for about 40 minutes. They do take a while to bake, but whilst they're in the oven, I'm sure they've got like 52 grams of protein in them or something absolutely wild and crazy, right? I'm going to pop them in the oven, and whilst I'm doing that, I'm then going to make snacks and lunch. I don't really meal prep dinner, or whatever I do meal prep is like the main meal I either have for lunch or dinner. Like it just depends. It just depends what we're actually feeling. But I did see a recipe for a chow mein, and I want to kind of make, I love Chinese food. I want to try and make a kind of healthier version of it using the Tesco protein noodles. I'm going to show you them, right? If you live in the UK, you need to go to Tesco and see the section at the vegetable, like the fruit and veg, and they have the stir fry section. They do these protein noodles, right? And a whole pack has 28 grams of protein in it, right? 28 grams of protein. Now sometimes if you just weren't feeling the tofu, or you weren't feeling the tempeh or anything like that, this is your protein source, and just load it with vegetables. And so honestly, vegetable soy sauce in this is perfect on its own, right? But you could also like half this, because it's about 200 calories per half pack, and have like 14 grams of protein as your carb and protein source, and then also add in, you know, your 100 grams of tofu in there for another like 12 grams of protein, 14 grams of protein. They're just so easy to allow you to hit your protein source. They actually taste amazing. Like they taste like proper, when you do them with like the soy sauce and the crunchy veg, they taste like Chinese noodles, and it's just chef's kiss. Like this is something that would like sort of craving out. So I'm going to do a chow mein, literally no tofu or anything in it. I think it's literally just bean sprouts and spring onion in it. Obviously pack it with as many vegetables as you want, but just for the purposes of this being like chow mein style, I'm just going to do that just to see how it turns out. And then snack wise, what am I making snack wise? Oh my god, I did see a recipe for like a Rice Krispie slice with a bit of chocolate on top. So I'm going to make something like that, because see, having that in the fridge, my fridge hates to see me coming, because I open the door and I'm like, hello, take a bite. They're easy just to have, and I always make protein balls. I always have them in the fridge. I'm just not really feeling them right now. I'm like, I think because I've had them so much recently, I'm like, I'm just going to mix it up and do something different. So we're just going to make 3 recipes. It's honestly going to take about an hour, because whilst the pancake bowls are in the oven, the chow mein should take like 15 minutes, and the Rice Krispie thing, again, also 15-20 minutes. Have it all done, and then for the next 3 days I have a main meal, I have a breakfast, and I also have a snack. So, but I'm going to use the chow mein to make tonight's dinner for all of 3 of us, so it's only going to last till tonight. But yes, let's go along and make chow mein. Do you know, I actually just took this jumper out of the washing, so I'm going to change, because the brown jumper I have that's due to go in the washing already has chocolate on it, so we might as well wear that. So we're doing chocolate chip, we're doing strawberry, and then I put frozen raspberries in this one. 30-40 minutes and we're good to go. Wait till you see how these pancake bowls have turned out. They look, they're like this thick. They do tend to sink a wee bit once you've like obviously left them a while, but look how these are just going to come out the oven. You're not ready. This has just been washed, hence why it's wet. I actually think the raspberry one looks the best. Oh! Can you imagine this is your breakfast? It's a full-on cake. Full cake. Chocolate chips. Oh my god. Do you know, Blake actually loves these, so I make these for both of us, because he just cut wee slices up for her as well. It's a wee snack. It's great. It's great. Oh my god. Have you ever seen anything That is breakfast with 52 grams of protein. Oh my god. So we're doing a chow mein, and all you need for this is bean sprouts, spring onion, and then these are the noodles that, if you have not found them yet in Tesco, they are Tesco protein noodles. You get them in the stir fry section. 28 grams of protein in the noodles alone, so you don't even need tofu, tempeh, anything like that. Just noodles, veg, and then the sauce is so easy as well. So let's get to making. Welcome to Thursday. I'm pretty sure I wore this jumper like 3 days ago. Welcome to Thursday. It is no, it's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday. With that, later on. So I actually trained legs this morning. Oh, my early morning workout. So this is what I'm saying. The other day I was mentioning how we're on track and we're like in a good schedule, and then I think I meal prepped and just left you hanging after that. But right now, I am going to the gym 4 days a week. I'm doing Monday mornings, so I'm up early on a Monday and a Wednesday. I go like up at 5:30, go to the gym 6 till 7. And then Thursdays I go in the evening because Adam goes in the morning. It's the one day that we both go. And then on Saturdays I also go in the morning. I go between like 8 and 9 because I just like wake up and then just go. I don't go at 5 in the morning. But we started running, okay? And here's why. I've always said that I hate running, right? I hate it. I don't enjoy it, blah de blah de blah. But I did want to kind of level up my fitness a bit more, and I just thought I'm so in the flow with the gym routine. I'm so happy with how I'm doing in the gym and all the rest of it. And then I did hear a quote not long ago on TikTok that said something along the lines of like 90% of people over the age of 30 will never sprint again in their lives. And I'm now 31 going on 32, and I just thought, I don't want to be in that statistic. Am I going out to sprint? No. Am I going out to run a marathon? No. But am I going to start? Yes. So we have been, I think this is maybe our fourth run, I think, that we're going on. There's just a loop nearby us. It's like up a country road, it's nice. There's hills involved, then there's flats, and there's hills and there's flats. So it is a bit of a challenging terrain. It's not just maybe like a track or something like that. So we have went in a bit at the deep end there. We do have a running pram. We got it from Cybex, so Blake comes with us. It's something we can do together. You know, it's a level of fitness that we can do together, and we're both at beginner level, right? Because I'm going to insert the vlog of I won't insert last week's one actually. I'll film tonight's. I'll do tonight. I will vlog it and pop it in there. But last week I videoed it, and I was like, why am I so slow? I think we ran about 3.5k. And I'm going to tell you something. I am viewing running right now as fun. I'm doing fun runs. I'm not going out to do certain distances at certain times, trying to like say I'm running a marathon next year or anything like that. I'm starting off with it being a fun run, and it's something Adam and I do together, and that's where we're just going to go with it until I get more comfortable with it and kind of build up on it, because I don't want to just go in with this attitude of it's all about like numbers with it, because I'm just going to hate it. I'm just going to hate it so much. So we're just starting off with a fun run and see how we get on. We're going to do that for a couple of weeks and then start looking at, right, can we go faster? Can we go further? What can we do? So I will video it tonight, but I videoed it last week and I was like, why am I so slow? Like, I know I'm not fast, but I don't even look like I'm running. So we'll see how we get on later on. A running vlog, words I never thought would come out of my mouth. Now this, I'm actually just going to laugh at this because this is like my 4th run. Okay, and I told you I'm a complete beginner, I'm not a runner. We are square one runner level, and I want to share it because hello, we're all beginners at something, and it's actually fun to be bad at something and see how we progress with it. My god, can we laugh at the pace that I'm running here? This isn't even running. I thought I was going like the wind. No, Steph, Blake is going like the wind in that pram, which Adam's pushing, by the way, because, well, I did my pushing in this life with her. So here we are, run vlog. This is our time, this is our distance, but we're going to get there, guys. Okay, good morning! It is 9:30 on Saturday. We've skipped a few days, but it is Saturday. Saturday is my favourite workout day because I don't rush to go at like 6 in the morning, and it's also not like later on in the day after like a full work day and a full mum day, you know. So we've got a full tracksuit on. We've got, I think it's gym shirt, joggies, and then a Nike hoodie. It's not even a hoodie, it's like a jumper. I was just like, I need to be, I mean, I got a really nice like yellow set on underneath. Look at my belly. What is going on? A nice yellow set on underneath, but it is miserable. It is 10 degrees, and I was like, do you know, that way I need to just be in a tracksuit right now. Why is this so dark? I need to be in a tracksuit right now and just be comfy for the first like bit of this workout. Also, why are car seats ridiculous? Because look at the size of this thing. It's like a bloody pod. I need to crack my jaw so bad. So we're doing pull, we're doing back and biceps, and I love a pull workout, and I especially love it on a Saturday because it's my favourite workout, and I don't like to do it first thing in the morning. I will do it, but I just feel like for example pull-ups, like I struggle with the pull-ups in the morning. I'm just like no energy. I won't lie, my pull-ups have not been as consistent lately, and I've definitely noticed it. I've definitely noticed I'm getting like 5 or 6 rather than like 8 or 9. I've also lost my resistance band. I don't think I've lost it. I think I took it out the bag when we were going on holiday because I took the bag, and I have put it in like the loft or something. So I actually just had a bowl of cereal this morning randomly. I don't like training fasted. It makes me feel ill, and I have no energy, and it's disgusting, and then I feel like you don't get a pump. So I literally just had, what's it in the cereal? It's one of the Marks and Spencer's, like it's like chocolate hoops or something, I don't know. A little something just to get me going. It was either that or melon, but the melon didn't quite look like it was ready yet. So that's that. We're going to go and train a bit of back and biceps. Do you know, so this gym, there's like 2 separate kind of areas, and one area is so much better for filming, but it's always so busy. And obviously I don't want to be the person that's like, because I use a camera as well, like a small one, but it's not a massive camera, but it's a wee small camera, and I just don't like to be the person that's whacking out the tripod and the camera. Even though a lot of people in this gym actually, well not a lot, but I'd say there's a good handful of people that do film their workouts like on their phones and stuff, so there are tripods around, but the area I like to film in, let's just hope it's not busy. Okay, welcome to the pull workout. I try and follow the workout plans on my Plan Fit app as much as possible, but sometimes I just go with the flow, see what I'm feeling like, and obviously like I said, I like to film in this part of the gym, so this does not have all the equipment that's necessarily on the plan. But anyway, my pull-ups, like I said, right, we've lost them a wee bit. We got up to 9 postpartum, right, and we're back down at like, what was that, 5, and they were a struggle. Moving on, we're doing bent over rows, and I either go between bent over rows or like a dumbbell bent over row. I just think they're 2 exercises that just like they really engage the back, and I really enjoy it. I tend to do 3 sets of every exercise at anywhere between 8 and 12 reps. Lower end on the heavier exercises such as bent over rows, or you know, if it's leg day like squats, RDLs, etc., hip thrusts, that kind of thing, and then more so your accessory moves if you like having higher reps. This cable row machine, hi sir, this cable row machine is just like, you even just look at your back, you can see it just doing the work. I love a cable on back day, whether it's a cable row, a lat pull down, a single arm, anything like that. I also did do lat pull downs in this video, but my camera died a horrible death at the end of this workout, so I only managed to film it in portrait mode, i.e. for like Instagram and TikTok, so I will pop it in at the end. But basically the screws fell out of holding the screen in place, and then the screen tugged on whatever little pulley thing was holding it in place, and now my screen doesn't work, and tragic times. But we're doing some biceps here. My biceps are weak as hell, and they are something I've really been focusing on to try and bring up the strength and also the size in them, because the shoulders have been popping off lately, right? We've been really getting there with the shoulder workouts, but just the biceps are just slacking. Same as triceps. We really need to do a bit more focus on the arms. I had to be flexed to myself here because I thought, oh, maybe my shoulders do look quite nice here. Anyway, we'll finish off with some lat pull downs. Who do you think you are, Steph? Sit down. But yeah, moving on, lat pull downs. And again, this was an exercise that when I was pregnant, very hard to do because it engages so much of your core. But you know, I really think it helped. I did it as much as possible throughout pregnancy, and I honestly think it really helped with getting my pull-ups and my strength back postpartum. I know that was a long time ago, but I still think it's relevant for those of you that might be pregnant. Try and keep up your pull workouts as much as possible, and you will get back to your pull-ups eventually. And I'm going to end the video here, guys, because this is again back to Monday and I'm sitting editing this, wanting to pop up tonight for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this style of video where it's over a couple of days and just showing you a couple of different things. We're going to be back to meal prepping again today. Meal prep Monday's my thing now. It's my thing, but definitely check out those recipes. Don't forget to check out Plant Fit if you want to check out hundreds of plant-based recipes. You want workout programs that you can follow at home or the gym, and just want to follow along with me and thousands of other girls living that healthy, fit, plant lifestyle.